former CPW Triple Crown Champion, Renegade Richie Stevens.
Well, it's main event time, Alex. What a way to wrap up a great night of wrestling here at the Spring Slamtacular in Moorfield. Over $3,600 raised for Justice Redmond. And I'm sure you're going to make a correction here as to the Renegade Richie Stevens actually being a Grand Slam champion.
Well, the fact that he's the only Grand Slam champion?
Yes, Mike DiMuzio said he's a Triple Crown champion, but actually...
Yeah, Triple Crown, Grand Slam, Basically, this guy's done something that no one else in CPW has ever done, or will they probably ever do.
Probably. Oh, the Renegade seems to enjoy taunting these fans here in Moorfield. Buddha's your referee. This is the match I think we've been waiting for here for a few weeks, and a lot of implications, which we'll be talking about as we go on.
Yeah, you got both you got two champions on one side, and the other side you got another two top contenders for those belts.
And the two former champions, both of whom will be getting their rematches coming up within the next month. Well, the Renegade looks confident. And again, we'd like to thank everybody who has made this such a special show tonight here in Moorfield.
Yeah, they did a good job. They raised a lot of money for Justice Redmond. I'm not going to take any cracks at me. My best goes out to him. Hopefully, he gets better.
Weighing in at 292 pounds, we have from Detroit, Michigan. Here's the Highwayman, Leslie Leatherman.
Well, Alex, Leslie Leatherman's one-year reign as CPW Heavyweight Champion came to an end last month. The Highwayman looking strong going into tonight, for all the good feeling and all the charity work done here. There is still a very important main event to go on, and this has implications not only because these two teams don't like each other, but because next Saturday at this time, Leslie Leatherman getting his return match against Jake the Machine Davis for the CPW Unified Heavyweight title.
Yeah, and if you ask me, I don't think Leslie should have lost the belt in the first place. I thought it was kind of shady how he lost it.
Well, it was controversial, that's for sure, but wow. Jake and Leslie Leatherman, as we heard earlier, still very upset over that.
Oh, wouldn't you be?
I can see where he'd be upset. I am looking forward to the match next week, and not only just a regular match, a lumberjack match, which means the activity will mostly be taking place in the ring.
Well, one can only hope.
Yeah. Well, the Renegade and Leatherman, not all that popular here with the CPW fans, but they have teamed together before, unlike the team we're going to see next.
This is true. I think the fans should be applauding Leatherman and Richie Stevens. I don't think they realize just how great these two wrestlers are.
Well, you make a point, but it's not like these two are going out of their way to be applauded.
They shouldn't have to.
And there he is, for the second time, the CPW West Virginia champion, Hijinks. Fans very happy to see him. This is his first trip back to Moorfield since regaining the belt. And remember the last time we were here in Moorfield, Alex, the main event was Hijinks against Jake Davis. So it's kind of interesting how things have changed over the past 5 months. Now, these two are going to have to work together.
Yeah, so I believe a famous poet once said, the times they are changing.
Yes, he did. Well, Hijinks, you can definitely feel the crowd getting behind Hijinks.
Again, I'll never understand why, but I guess everyone loves a clown somehow.
Well, I'm kind of curious to see how the Moorfield fans are going to react to seeing Jake Davis coming out for the first time, I might add.
Coming from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 249 pounds, he is the CPW Unified Heavyweight Champion, Jake the Machine Davis.
Coming out for the first time as CPW Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, and I think he's going to come out one more time. That's next week for the title match, and then that's going to be it. So enjoy it while you can, Jake.
Well, we can say we can say a lot of things about these 4 wrestlers. You got to admit, this is going to be a tremendous match.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you got lots of experience. They all have great accomplishments in CPW and other places. They're all excellent wrestlers.
And you can feel the fans getting excited, and we're excited too. We're getting ready to kick off our tour coming up this summer. Plus, next week obviously we'll be in Falling Waters. Next month we're going to be up in Kaiser for Freedom Road for the first ever Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal match, which should be very interesting between Hijinks and the Renegade. There it is. There is what they're all fighting over. Everybody in CPW wants to be the unified heavyweight champion right now. Jake Davis has it, and Buddha's the referee for this one. And Buddha, he was behind the controversial decision last month. He decided not to stop the match. The match continued. Jake Davis ends up pinning Leslie Leatherman with the spine buster.
Yeah, kind of convenient that, Buddha is, again, the person in charge of this. No, I do not trust Buddha as far as I can throw him, and Roy, I can't throw him that far.
Well, this fan taking video of, I guess, what's his favorite team, Leatherman and the Renegade.
Well, they should be everyone's favorite team.
Well, okay, just to fill everybody in last month, Leatherman had Jake Davis in a lot of trouble to the point that, Buddha and Spike Callahan actually brought in an EMT to decide whether Jake Davis could continue. They thought he had a concussion, and Buddha made the call, and a lot of people questioning that decision. I mean, it's obvious that Jake was able to go because he came back to win the match, but the question is whether the stoppage enabled Jake Davis to recover.
I think it did. I mean, this is not, boxing or mixed martial arts where you can actually have a stoppage, for a doctor to check out a competitor. In wrestling, it goes from bell to bell. There is no timeouts. There is no temporary stoppages.
Well, here we go. I mean, it was a very important match, and I can see both sides of that decision. But the Renegade taunting the fans here, and Jake Davis and Hijinks are in the ring. They're waiting for their opponents, Leatherman and Renegade, letting them steal.
Well, may as well. The game's going to be, 80% physical and 20% mental. And
there is the opening bell. We're underway here. I believe, what is this, no time limit?
That's right. No, absolutely no time limit. If this thing goes on for 5 days, it will go on for 5 days. Well, I hope we get paid overtime if it does.
Yeah, I think at some point they'll want to lock up the gym, but this is just, they're letting people know this is a charity show, but this is still a serious match for all 4 of these guys. Obviously the bad blood between Davis and Leatherman, which has built up over the past few months, and the bad blood now between the champion Hijinks and the former champ, the Renegade.
Yeah, they don't like each other, and I agree with Richie's point of view that wrestling is no place for clowns.
Well, yeah, I think it's unnecessary for Leatherman to take the mic like that.
Well, someone's got to do some real announcing around here.
No, you're making fun of Mike DeMuzio. I think he's done a fine job tonight.
I was talking about you, but hey, no.
Oh, okay. Okay, smart Alec. It looks like starting off this match, it's going to be Hijinks and is it going to be the Renegade? Well, Hijinks will start for the champion team. Hijinks, your West Virginia champion. Again. And the Renegade is going to start off, and Renegade. Now, trying to get the applause of the crowd. The crowd obviously has let it be known they're in favor of Hijinks and Jake. And there's a good-sized crowd, I'd say. This is probably one of the bigger crowds we've had here in Moorfield.
Oh, yeah. All these people, they are a good community, They get behind each other, and one of them is down, So they're all here, to help support, justice.
That's true. All right. Renegade high-fiving Leatherman. That could be interpreted as a tag, although I don't think Leatherman was holding the tag rope. Here we go. They're going to lock up. Oh, and a duck under by Hijinks. Renegade, and a kick to the rear end. Renegade has to be careful. You know what one of Hijinks' moves is.
Yeah, yes, the dreaded purple nurple.
Hijinks right now going for the armbar. I think as with a lot of well-known wrestling maneuvers, the threat of the purple nurple can be as dangerous as the purple nurple itself. If you're thinking too much about that, you'll get distracted.
Yeah, I think there is some truth to that.
Leatherman checking the shoulder of Renegade Richie Stevens. And the fans taunting Renegade. He did not get the advantage over Hijinks in that initial lockup attempt.
Well, even a blind squirrel finds the nut occasionally.
Buddha, I think, wisely staying back, at least for now. Both these teams, kind of careful sizing each other up. I mean, none of these four guys wants to sustain an injury going into the next month. There's a lot of serious matches coming up. And now Renegade gets hold of the arm. Good technique. Hijinks manages to grab it and reverse the hold. And a good arm ringer there. Hijinks cinching up on the arm. Going into an arm bar. Renegade pushing back, gets Hijinks into the corner. Buddha calls for the break. On an arm drag, and Hijinks takes Renegade out of the corner.
Yeah, nice of Buddha that should assert that break there. I mean, come on, Buddha, do your job.
Well, yep, that's true. Hijinks now has Renegade away from his corner, and the break is forced as Renegade makes it to the ropes. Richie Stevens has had quite the career in CPW. All four of these wrestlers have had quite the career in CPW. But the Renegade, as you pointed out, the only Grand Slam champion, and unless either the hardcore belt or the women's title comes back, I think he's going to be the only one to hold it.
As much as I like Richie, I don't think he needs to go for the women's belt if we ever do bring that one back.
The women's title hasn't been around for 3 years. Oh! Hijinks teases the purple nurple. Renegade quickly gets out of the way. Renegade wanted that Greco-Roman knuckle lock to do a test of strength.
Yeah, no, I still say that the purple nurple needs to be banned in CPW.
Well, you're going to have to take that up with Callahan or Pat Lawson or Michael Heimberg or somebody.
I mean, it's already been banned in 3 other states, you realize.
I don't know that for a fact.
And
I'm guessing one of them's Utah. Oh, another attempt, and Renegade again heading for the corner.
And Guam is going to be reviewing it later on this year.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to keep an eye on that. But, I mean, really, it's when the West Virginia Athletic Commission gets involved that CPW needs to worry about it. I don't see, that also is a shock. I don't see Spike Callahan taking a lot of initiative on that issue.
He is kind of a lazy guy, isn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. The best. Okay, we're going to try it again. Oh, there you go. Renegade cuts off Hijinks and takes it into a side headlock. Well, that is one way to block the purple nurple. Hijinks managing to move Renegade over to the rope, shoots him off, and another arm drag. All right, we're about 6 minutes into the match, and Renegade tags out, and here comes Leslie Leatherman. Leatherman taking his time. He's saying, bring in Jake Davis.
Well, Jake is the guy that he wants to get his hands on.
Well, there you go. And this is what the people here wanted to see tonight. Davis and Leatherman in there.
And I'm sure, Leslie's probably thinking, hey, I can soften Jake up a little bit, before the title defense next week.
And Jake Davis is hoping to do the same thing. Waistlock takedown. Very nice. There he is, floating over by Davis. He's going for a chin lock. Trying to get Leatherman hooked, and Leatherman with a reversal. Pulls the arm back. Well, both wrestlers trying for what would be relatively quick submission moves here. And I guess that's sound strategy. You want to get out of this bad predicament as soon as possible. Headlock takedown, and Leatherman had both of his shoulders to the mat, had to quickly catch himself, and does it again. Because that would be not only an embarrassment, but a quick 3 count and a victory for Jake Davis.
Yeah, and basically, I think kind of we touched on it. Basically, while you want to do as much damage to your opponent as you can, so you soften them up for next week, you also don't want to be in there long enough to take that much damage.
Right.
Whereas, I mean, at least with Hijinks and Richie, they have a good month before their title match.
Yes. Oh, series of reversals there. Got the wrist lock on. Oh, nice takeover. Nice hip lock takeover by Leatherman. The former champion, always dangerous in there. Small package. Jake Davis rolls him up, gets a 2 count. Leatherman goes for a clothesline, duck under backslide. Davis going for the pin. Another 2 count. The Machine asserting control here in the early going against Leatherman. Oh, and another near fall. And the fans very pleased. They've seen some fine wrestling so far out of these two.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be a clashing of styles here. You know, Jake much more the technical wrestler, whereas Leslie much more the power and brawler of the
Jake
two.
Davis just made a blind tag to Hijinks. They come in, double drop kick at the knees. Oh, another double drop kick to the head.
And they were in there well more than 5
Purple
seconds.
Nurple! Purple Nurple, Alex! Hijinks with the Purple Nurple on the Renegade. All 4 wrestlers in the ring. Buddha needs to assert control. Leatherman comes in. Oh! And Purple Nurple on Leatherman! Purple Nurple on Leatherman! Leatherman's in trouble!
It is just wrong that someone gets so much joy out of squeezing someone's nipples like that.
Hijinks throws Renegade over. Jake Davis drops Leatherman over the top. Right now, Jake Davis and Hijinks are in control as we pass the 9-minute mark of this contest. Wow, and look at the reaction that got from the fans here in Moorfield. This has been a tremendous night so far. We already thanked a lot of sponsors. There were plenty of sponsors this evening. We had a great barbecue before the show, which actually we didn't get there in time for, but we're told the barbecue chicken was tremendous. And now, oh wait a minute, Jake Davis over the top rope! Flip plancha over the top rope!
A very dangerous move to be making, in my opinion.
A very dangerous move, but in this case, a successful move. And the reason Davis did it, he was going to land on his back, and I think he might have hurt his back.
Yeah,
he didn't want to land on his head, and I understand that, but
landing on your back on the hardwood floor, I mean, that's not good either.
That is a solid hardwood floor, as we're reminded by Moorfield High School every time we come here. Renegade's down, Leatherman wobbly, and now Hijinks coming out, and all 4 wrestlers are outside the ring. There's Mr. Litt on camera too. Leatherman, staggered, looking to make his way back to the ring. And, you know, you can't really lay a count on these wrestlers. Hijinks is blocking their access back to the ring. If you wanted to do a count, you have to count both teams out. I don't think Buddha wants to see it end that way. I don't think anyone wants to see it end that way.
Definitely not. I mean, the fans would certainly be disappointed if it ended like that.
Hijinks is going up top. Hijinks up at the top rope. He dives down on the Leatherman and Renegade. And really, you know, given their positioning, sort of a short drop from Hijinks, but he didn't have to jump out very far.
Well, and that's a good thing. Otherwise, he would have landed like in their first or second row there.
That's true. Hijinks throwing Leatherman back in. Pretty impressive strength by Hijinks to do that. Off the ropes. Clothesline. Can't get Leatherman down. Second clothesline attempt. The former champ not going. Wild swing by Leatherman. On a power slam. Leatherman caught Hijinks. There's the cover too. Oh no! Hijinks gets the shoulder up. That was very nearly a 3 count. Leatherman makes a tag to Richie Stevens. And just like that, Leslie Leatherman and the Renegade Richie Stevens back in control of this match.
All it takes is one mistake for these types of matches to turn around.
Leatherman, using his experience, saw a crossbody coming, managed to use his strength. He's got tremendous strength and got Hijinks up. Renegade's biting the hand of Hijinks.
Well, you know, I've always heard clown tastes like chicken.
Listen to these fans get behind Hijinks as Renegade goes and bites him again. Fans getting very upset. Buddha checking again, but he's trying to check for submission, and he can't really watch everything at once. That's why a lot of people have recommended 2 referees for tag team matches. Going off double shoulder block. Nice use of power there by the Renegade and Leatherman.
Yeah, of course, we'll never use 2 referees because, you know, that just means paying our referees more.
That's a good point. Oh, Leatherman manages to bait Jake Davis into the ring. Buddha's trying to get him outside. And Leatherman throws Hijinks out to the floor. There's Renegade dropping down onto him with a double axe handle. Renegade just choking away at hijinks out on the floor. As Buddha tries to get between Jake Davis and Leslie Leatherman. Hijinks back in, and this is the damage we were talking about.
Yeah, and they've done a good job keeping hijinks in there for a long time, and basically both of them tagging in and out and doing as much damage as they can to him that short amount of time.
Solid tag team wrestling there. Leatherman sets up. Vertical suplex. Look how long he's holding hijinks up there. Turns it over. Very nicely done. And Leatherman just looking over at Jake Davis like he's saying, see what I can do? There's a cover, a cocky cover. Hijinks rolls Leatherman up. Oh my goodness, Renegade was right there and he wasn't expecting it. That was nearly a 3 count for hijinks. Leatherman off the ropes. Beautiful clothesline.
Well, I don't think hijinks will have gone. I think they were way too close to the ropes there anyway. So.
Well, maybe so, but Renegade needs to be paying more attention to the match, I think. Hijinks off the second turnbuckle. A cocky cover, arrogant cover, and hijinks gets the shoulder up. Renegade goes for the choke. That's nice. That's real classy. Buddha asks for the break. I get the impression that Leatherman and Richie Stevens would be really willing to get disqualified if they could inflict a lot of damage on their opponents.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they're not going to let a simple WL determine everything. I mean, they're thinking long term.
But I think also there's a certain amount of pride in getting the win in a big match like this in front of all these people here at the Spring Slamtacular.
Yeah, but this is just one battle in the war. I think they'd rather win the war than win the battle.
Well, it's been tremendous so far. We're coming up on the 15-minute mark since the opening bell. And Renegade trying to cinch in a front face lock. Hijinks struggling to get out. Hijinks manages to pick Renegade up. He's trying to move back towards his corner and tag the machine. And here we go. Got to keep an eye on Jake. He's very close to Jake Davis. Oh, he's getting there. Oh, Leatherman's coming in. Hijinks made the tag. Tag to Jake Davis. Jake Davis coming in, working on Leatherman. Oh, no, wait a minute. I don't think Buddha saw the tag, Alex.
I didn't see the tag either.
Well, Buddha was tied up with Leslie Leatherman. There was indeed a tag. And in the confusion, Leatherman with a front DDT on hijinks. And I know Leatherman wasn't the legal man.
Oh, I saw the tag. Yeah, I definitely see a tag.
But neither of them were in the corner. They were both standing in the ring.
You make it sound like that's a problem.
Yes, it is. And Leatherman in the mounted position, just bouncing right hands off of hijinks' head. Those are illegal punches, and Buddha needs to step in here. Leatherman just choking away on hijinks. This could be permanent damage.
Hey, if this was UFC, they would have stopped the match right there.
Well, this is not UFC. This is professional wrestling. And Leatherman choking away at hijinks across the middle rope. Hijinks very groggy, not responsive. Look at the Renegade! Oh, good grief. Jumping kick from the floor. Caught hijinks right in the head. Hijinks' head draped across that middle rope.
Oh, you just try and help hijinks get off the rope there.
Yeah, well, hijinks, he's not going to give up. Hijinks fighting back. Leatherman, big knee lift. Caught him square in the sternum there. This is what hijinks had to be concerned about. Not only the possibility of losing at the end of this match, but taking an inordinate amount of punishment here from the Renegade and from Leslie Leatherman.
Yeah, but Jake's on the other side going, man, I'm glad that's not me.
I'm pretty sure that Jake Davis wants to get his hands on Leslie Leatherman.
I know. I think he probably wants to just stay on the outside right now.
Look at Leatherman choking hijinks with a tag rope.
Well, that's what they're there for, right?
No, That's not what they're there for, Alex. Oh, and a neck snap. Catching hijinks off the top rope. Jake Davis is in. Buddha's asking him to come back. And now this gives the Renegade an opportunity to choke away on the bottom rope. And Buddha cannot be in two places at once.
No, he can barely be in one place at once.
All right. I'm going to tell him you said that. The Renegade wants a pile driver. He's setting up. Look where he's setting up. Think about the turnbuckle. No! Hijinks with a backdrop, but Renegade rolls through. He wanted to cover. Hijinks with a drop kick. Hijinks managed to get the better of that exchange, and now he's very close to getting to that corner. Getting over to tag in Jake the Machine Davis. And Renegade realizes he can't let Jake make the tag. Look at the great move by Renegade.
Yeah, he's grabbed
Pulling
the
on
leg.
the heel and making sure Hijinks couldn't reach Jake Davis and tagging Leslie Leatherman.
Excellent tag teaming there. I mean, you cannot fault that. I mean, that is no tag team 501 there. I mean, most people do 101. No, they're up to the 5th level right now.
I'm trying to think, how many times has Richie Stevens been a tag team champion? I can think of at least 3.
Well, let's see. He held the belt a couple times with the Outcasts.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. Back in the Thrill Kill Cult.
Thrill Kill Cult, he was a part of that. Samoa drop by Leatherman. And here we go. Speaking of tag team specialists, Leslie Leatherman and Jake Davis. A dominant tag team as the Highwaymen. Jake Davis making the save there. That could have been it for Hijinks.
I think it definitely would have been. I mean, Hijinks is pretty much out. I don't think he knows where he is right now.
Well, the voices of this crowd are going to help. They're chanting for Hijinks. Butterfly suplex. Oh, another great form by Leatherman. He's going for the cover. There's a lateral press. And there's Jake Davis again. Oh, and they're pretending for a tag. Richie drops the leg. That move never works, brother. I don't know.
I'm sure that, I can't think of a single wrestler that's had success with that.
Oh, Hijinks fighting back, right hands. A series of right hands. He doesn't have a lot behind him. Renegade wants a choke slam. Renegade gets Hijinks up for a choke slam. Hijinks is just about out. I mean, I think if Hijinks was at full strength, there's no way that Renegade could have caught him with that.
Well, I mean, the choke slam is one of those moves where you pretty much have to have your opponent, someone beat him to be able to execute it.
Well, he wants a second one. No! Block! Blocked by Hijinks. Last laugh! Last laugh, but Leatherman's not paying attention. Both wrestlers are down. Hijinks needs to get to the corner, needs to make that tag to the CPW Heavyweight Champion, Jake the Machine Davis. The Renegade trying to make the tag to Leatherman, and he does. And Jake Davis is in. Here we go. As we approach the 20-minute mark in this match, it's Jake Davis, it's Leslie Leatherman. The Renegade's in there. Hijinks is in there. All 4 wrestlers are in. Buddha has lost control of this one.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much just going to let him go. I don't think he can do anything.
Well, this is tremendous action for these great people in Moorfield. I've been really impressed by all 4 wrestlers in this contest. Buddha needs to get out of the whoa! Jake and Hijinks went to whip Renegade and Leatherman into each other, and Buddha caught in the crunch.
Yeah, standing in the middle of the ring, not the safest place to be.
Spinebuster by the Machine, but there's no referee. Jake Davis making the cover, and the referee is out. And look at the Renegade. He's got something inside his pocket. Inside the pocket of that jean jacket he brought to the ring with him.
Denim jacket.
Okay, denim jacket. Excuse me. What's he got? Anyway.
I saw nothing.
He's still holding it. He's got it in his right hand. Oh! Whatever it was, it looks metallic. It could be brass knucks. Jake Davis is out. And Renegade dropping Leatherman on top of Jake Davis. This could be it right here. Buddha making the count. It shouldn't end this way, but Leslie Leatherman is gonna, no! Jake Davis, I don't know how he did it. He got his shoulder up.
Oh, I think Buddha there taking 10 seconds to count to 3 might have had something to do with it.
Well, Buddha was out cold. He got crunched between Renegade and Leatherman. Setting up double clothesline. Jake ducks under. Spinebuster on the Renegade. And Hijinks has Leatherman. And there's the cover. Jake the Machine Davis scores the victory. He pins Richie Stevens in the middle of the ring here at Moorfield. That was a tremendous match, Alex.
It was, and I'm kind of curious. Hopefully, not hopefully, but Hijinks I think took the worst of it. And who knows how he's going to be in a month. But Jake, he's got a tough match next week.
Well, Hijinks had a pivotal role in that match. He managed to keep Leatherman from making the save. A big win for the CPW West Virginia champion Hijinks and the CPW heavyweight champion Jake the Machine Davis here at Spring Slamtacular. What a night it has been here in Moorfield, Alex. This and That Varieties, located at 128 Main Street in Moorfield, is a proud sponsor of Championship Pro Wrestling. This and That Varieties is your one-stop gift shop for holidays, birthdays, and special occasions. Browse the extensive selection of gifts, including porcelain dolls, country signs, and Longaberger pocketbooks. Visit This and That Varieties or give them a call at 304-538-3384.
Wrestling fans, we're here, CPW Showdown, Falling Waters. We're outside. It's beautiful this time of year. We're kicking off our summer tour here in CPW, and we're kicking it off the way CPW always does, with truly a legend in wrestling. I'm standing with my guest here, Nikolai Volkoff, and tonight, Nikolai, you have the tough task of facing one of the top contenders here in CPW, Chemo, the Wild Samoan.
Yes, Chemo is a good wrestler. He has lots of speed, lots of strength, but another time I have more experience, and I've been working out for a long time, and I feel pretty good, and when the match comes, I'm always ready for it.
Alex, it's time for one of our featured bouts here on CPW Showdown. From Riverbend Park and Falling Waters, here comes Chemo the Samoan in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and they're going up against one of the all-time greats in wrestling history, in my opinion. And I think, sure, you probably agree with me.
I do.
Unfortunately for his opponent, he's about 20 years past his prime. So I think Chemo's going to get a good win over a great wrestler here.
Well, Chemo, kind of eccentric to say the least, does not have the best one-loss record, but he's dangerous anytime he goes in the ring, as referee Mark Brown is finding out. There is the Great Pumpkin in the ring, Spike Callahan.
And his opponent, originally from the Soviet Union, now residing in Baltimore, Maryland.
All right, here he comes. Nikolai Volkoff about to make his way to the ring.
Nikolai Volkoff.
Nikolai Volkoff holds a rare distinction. His match against Bruno Sammartino for the WWF title sold out Madison Square Garden. He also got the opportunity to wrestle Hulk Hogan in an important match when Hogan held the WWF title. Former tag team champion with his partner, the Iron Sheik. Just a tremendous legend in the history of this business.
And apparently he's sold out. So he's no longer using his Russian entrance music.
Well, about that, Nikolai Volkoff, I believe, has requested microphone time tonight. And look, he's wearing the American flag on his trunks.
Be proud that you're a Russian,
Well, he's also wearing the old Russian flag in his trunks. Nikolai, he has adopted the United States as his own. He was born in the old USSR.
By the request of many people here today at Riverbend Park, Nikolai Volkoff will honor America by singing God Bless America.
Oh, well, there you go.
I've never known to be much of a singer, but
God bless America, when will I beside them.
Oh, my goodness! Chemo the Samoan interrupts Nikolai Volkoff singing of God Bless America here on Memorial Day weekend in Falling Waters and choking away. This is not acceptable. This is a WWF Hall of Famer.
I think he did Nikolai a favor there, because I'm pretty sure he didn't know what the next verse of God Bless America was.
And there's Brooke Lynn getting a shot in, raking the eyes of Nikolai. Nikolai Volkoff, even though he might not be in his 30s anymore, he is built like a tank. He is just one of the more physical wrestlers that I ever remember in the history of the old World Wrestling Federation. Into the corner hard, boot to the midsection. Chemo the Samoan, I don't think he knew what he was in for. Volkoff, double underhook. Trying to get Chemo up. Chemo has a low center of gravity. Chemo manages to make the ropes.
Yeah, and Chemo is really outweighed here. Volkoff, he is a big guy. I think he probably is double Chemo's weight.
Well, I don't know about that, but Chemo trying to use power on Nikolai Volkoff, I'm not sure that's going to work. For one thing, Nikolai Volkoff has seen it all in professional wrestling. This is a guy who's been in the ring against Andre the Giant. I don't think you can say he's afraid of anybody, let alone Chemo. But Chemo's getting some offense in. Chemo's got Nikolai down.
Well, sometimes youth helps.
Nikolai Volkoff has been in the ring against some tough opponents here in CPW. Everybody from Major Mayhem to Demolition Axe. Oh, there's a big kick out. Chemo had Nikolai down for a 2 count. Nikolai powers out. Oh, spinning kick. Wow. Chemo did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone saw that coming.
I didn't see that coming. Chemo's in trouble. Oh, he drops Chemo right in his back. Nikolai, what's he signaling for? He can't be serious. He's not going to go after. Well, maybe he is. Mark Brown's trying to persuade Nikolai. It's against the rules. Oh, it goes. Well, boot to the midsection. That's acceptable as far as it goes. Side headlock. Oh, Nikolai thrust to the throat. That is against the rules. Although I don't think Mark Brown saw it per se. You know, Nikolai knows all the tricks in the book.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's been around since, I mean, I think back when he started wrestling, you know, they pretty much wrestled on a stone slab, you know, didn't have referees.
I think Nikolai learned wrestling at the school that was there before that burned down so they could build the old school. Kimo with a big charge. Kimo splash in the corner. Samoan splash. Kimo, listen to him. He's very excited. He got one in there on Big Nikolai. Wait, there's a reversal. Into the corner. Oh! Clothesline caught him right across the upper back. There's the cover. Nikolai Volkoff with a 3 count. Caught Kimo the Samoan unaware.
Yeah, just nailed him in the back of the head with that clothesline.
Yeah, that's tremendous there by Nikolai. Well, Nikolai Volkoff still as powerful as ever. Manages to get the victory over Kimo the Samoan. What a match here on CPW Showdown.